We back with another one. This is a 200 episode building on this boxing talk. It's crazy. I didn't even realize I had this many episodes, but we're going to keep it going. I want to salute everybody coming through the building. Uh, First and foremost, I salute everybody that support the channel and rocking with L-Dub. It's much appreciated. Make sure you guys hit the like button as you come on in. Follow me on my social media, Twitter, at OverJ, Instagram, L-Dubs Boxing. I appreciate the support, yo, for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? And y'all already know that the ones that follow me, y'all know I do this. It's like a therapy for myself, honestly. And y'all know what type of boxing fan I am. So we're gonna get to it though. We got some news and notes we're gonna go down. We're gonna talk about some fights that's been ordered. We're gonna talk about some fights that have been canceled or postponed. We're gonna talk about some upcoming fights that you may or may not know about. We're gonna touch on every one of them. So salute to everybody in the building. Robert Brown in the building. What's good with you, bro? What's good with you? He said, "Oh, Shacky Foster about to get that smoke, about to smoke." Vargas, yeah, we'll see. We'll see, man. That's some good news, man. He been waiting for a long time, so we're gonna see. You know what I'm saying? All right, so I'm gonna touch on some news and notes. You know what I'm saying? This one right here are some order fights. So you got John Pascal versus Michael Eifert. This fight got ordered by the IBF for the final eliminator at 175. Y'all like, who is Eifert? Eifert is a guy from Germany. I think he only got like 12 or 13 fights. This is a extreme step up for him. How we got here is because Pascal and Bawassi were supposed to fight for the final IBF eliminator, but Bawassi pulled out. He had some concerns about the drug testing and stuff like that. So the IBF reordered Pascal versus Eifert. So these guys is in negotiation right now. They got 30 days, so it should end like in a couple of weeks. And then hopefully they make a deal. If not, it's gonna go to purse bid. You know, Eifert, I seen him fight on ESPN Plus in July. It was like an under the radar show. I don't think nobody was on it. He ain't ready for John Pascal. Just keeping it 100. John Pascal is a crafty veteran. This might be the easiest fight Pascal had in years. I'm gonna keep it a buck since him coming back. You know, I think he retired, then he came back. And he was fighting some guys, MMA guys and shit like that. This is a easier fight for him. So we're gonna see. And then let me also say this. I'm gonna have some timestamps in the description box if you guys need to go back and tap into any of the subjects. I forgot to say that earlier. All right, moving on. So this is another fight the IBF ordered. You got unified champion MJ. He's gonna he got ordered to face his mandatory, his IBF mandatory, Marlon Tapales. Now this fight was coming. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that really followed this situation, knew what time it was. Now we wanted to see, as boxing fans, we wanted to see MJ versus Fulton to unify and become undisputed at 122. But of course that wasn't gonna happen. MJ had a hand injury in his last fight versus Ronnie Rios, where he stopped him in the 12th round. Tapales been staying active by fighting low-level guys. So now he wants his opportunity. So them guys got 30 days. They just ordered it last week. So we'll see. I think this fight should be relatively easy to make. Tapales worked with PBC, and MJ is he's with Matchroom. But I don't think it's going to hinder because Tapales is not a big name. You know what I'm saying? So they should be able to get a deal going. And I expect this fight to be maybe the first quarter of the first couple of months of 2023. You know what I'm saying? I think it's going to be on the zone as well. So that's another one right there. That's the IBF. Now going to the WBA. So they ordered Triple G versus Lara. This one was, it was expected. This is a big time fight. This moves a lot of dominoes because Triple G, if he has to deal with the PBC. So we'll see if he's going to sign a deal with them. He's going to have somebody else come in and bid. But these guys have to fight by January 2014. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me, January 14th, 2023. My bus. January 14th, 2023. So they got to get to it. You know what I'm saying? The purse bids, if it's called, it's going to be like October in a couple of weeks. So they ain't playing no games. After Canelo and Triple G fought, Triple G has 120 days from that date to make a fight with Lara. So that winds up to like January the 14th. Lara is the regular champion. Triple G is a super champion. They're trying to consolidate the belts. You know what I'm saying? I ain't mad at that. So we'll see. You know what I'm saying? Triple G can sign with PBC. You get a 3-fight deal, Lara, Jamal Charlo unification, and maybe Benavidez, or maybe Jamal Charlo, maybe Earl Spence. They got some attractive opponents for Triple G, you know what I'm saying, on the tail end of his career. We got another WBA consolidation. You got CP Freshmart. He's the champion, long-reigning champion. He's the longest-reigning male champion in the sport of boxing right now. He's the #1 guy at 105. He's going to face the regular champion, Eric Rosa, who's probably one of the youngest title holders. It's not a full title. He's a regular champion. So they ordered this fight, man. It can be pretty good, man. Rosa's a young fighter from the Dominican Republic. If y'all been following the Dominican boxing scene, those guys been on fire as of late. And then CP Freshmart is a technician. So I would favor CP Freshmart, but we'll see. So they got 30 days to make this fight, get this over the line. My man CP Freshmart, I don't think he fought outside of Thailand. I know he haven't fought in the States. So we'll see. You know what I'm saying? Who's gonna try to win that purse bid? You know what I'm saying? So that's the WBA. My man Tay in the building. What's good with you, bro? Salute. Broadway Joel in the building. What's good with you, bro? Salute to you. Salute. So we'll see, man. Maybe it'd be like a mystery bidder in this one right here. You know what I'm saying? Now this one is fresh news right here. You got Ray Vargas and O'Shaquie Foster. They gonna fight for they're in negotiations to fight for the vacant WBC title at 130 left by Shakur Stevenson when he missed weight a couple weeks ago. Now Ray Vargas request to the WBC, can he move up and fight for the vacant title? He is the WBC featherweight champion right now. And he's a big guy, so him filling into 130, I don't think it'd be a problem. O'Shaquie Foster been waiting for a world title shot for a long time. He's been like 1 or 2 for at least 3 or 4 years. He's been the WBC silver champion since 2018. So it's long overdue. This is a pretty interesting fight, though. You know what I'm saying? It kind of came out the blue in a sense. We was looking for Ray Vargas versus Leo Santa Cruz unification. That, I guess, this is the reason why that fight didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? So I'm good. I'm good with this. I'm good with this. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully they can unify the division or stay around. But this is a good fight. Now, the winner of this got 2 back-to-back mandatories. You know what I'm saying? Just like Jamel Charlo when he beat Jackson. He had Hadley, he had Lubin. Sean Porter did too. Sean Porter, he had Ugas. You know what I'm saying? He's supposed to have another one. It's supposed to have been Danny Garcia, but they worked that when they had that Fox deal. They ended up getting Spence up in there to unify. But we'll see who positioned themselves to fight in a title eliminator to face the winner of these guys. Now you got the WBC convention coming up. You got the WBA convention coming up as well, and the WBO. WBO is this month. WBC is November. WBA is December. So, you know what I'm saying? I guess these guys can go down to the convention and kind of, plead their case and why they should get in certain positions. But this is an interesting move, though. I actually like the fight, though. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. My man Pirro in the building. What's good with you, bro? Salute to you. Andre in the building. This is an interesting fight. Yeah, it's very interesting. CP Freshmart sound like a mom and pop shop. Yeah, but he can fight, though. He got another name, but that shit's crazy to pronounce. But he can fight, though. You know what I'm saying? He said, good fight. Foster been waiting. Yeah, he been waiting for a long time, for sure. So I'm glad he got his opportunity. You know what I'm saying? My man CP Freshmart can fight. That's a good test for young Rosa, though. Rosa's a southpaw, slick with it. Got some good hand speed. The last fight he had with Saladar, man, he got tested. They traded knockdowns, you know what I'm saying? And that fight was real close, man. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that for sure. Yeah, we on it. Yes, sir. I talked about that. Well, I ain't talking about him getting stripped, but I talked about him falling off the fight. My man Dilo in the building. What's good with you, bro? Salute. That's next, man. We segue right there. That's next. Cordina versus Rakhimov Nov. So now we're talking about a couple of fights that got canceled or postponed. So this is the first one. Now Cordina, he hurt his hand last week. You know what I'm saying? Under the radar type shit. And they was trying to see if he gonna be able to make it and whatnot. And he couldn't make it. This is a recurring hand injury. So they stripped him because Rakhimov Nov been waiting for a title shot for the longest time. Now they probably didn't strip him without him knowing. So that's why I don't know. The IBF is real strict with their situation. So he probably knew that he had to take this fight, or he don't go through with it, he's gonna get stripped. He had to know that before them to act like that. The IBF really don't jump to conclusions like that. That's other sanctioned bodies. You know what I'm saying? So he hurt his hand. Now he out. That was a big card. That's a big card he was on too. That's the undercard of Bilba versus Zerto, and then you got Chantel Cameron versus Jessica McCaskill. That's a big time fight. So now I don't know what Rakhimov gonna do. I gotta look at the rankings. I think number 2 is Zephyr Barrett. Zephyr Barrett was scheduled to face Kiko Martinez. Maybe they reorder that, or maybe they can slide Zephyr Barrett in to face Rakhimov for the vacant title and keep him on this show. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But that's unfortunate though. I don't agree with it. If the guy injured, he can't fight. He should be able to keep his belt and get it postponed. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy to me. But hey, maybe they knew they had something in place that Team Cordina knew beforehand. So I don't know. That's crazy situation. So yeah, they gonna strip him. Yes, sir. He said, "What about Leo Santa Cruz? Any news on what's next?" So yeah, they're trying to reorder Leo Santa Cruz versus Lee Wood. You know what I'm saying? So Lee Wood pulled out of the fight with Mauricio Lara, citing a bicep injury. He has to let the WBA know, um, what's his intentions or when he'll be ready to fight. And then Leo Santa Cruz supposed to let the WBA know when if they had a fight signed with Ray Vargas. Now we just seen Ray Vargas moving up to 130 to face O'Shaquie Foster. So we'll probably get that fight reordered. You know what I'm saying? Cameron versus McCaskill. Yeah, that's a hell of a fight. That's undisputed in 140. They're gonna fight for the vacant titles. Kayla Reese left. I think it's the WBO, WBA, and they got the IBO title, I believe. You know what I'm saying? So they're gonna make that undisputed. That's a hell of a fight. That's a hell of a fight. Damn no, and nope, they just took the belt. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, hopefully, but they took his belt. That's crazy. They must have had something in place that he knew about that he couldn't get out the fight. I don't know, bro. That shit sounds strange, but that's what happened. Here go another fight that got canceled. Now this is the second time right here. You got Huey Fury versus Michael Hunter. This is the WBA eliminator for the mandatory for Dubois, the regular champion. So they supposed to fight July 2nd. Huey Fury pulled out. He had some type of illness. Now, same thing. They say he's suffering from COVID-related illness and something like that. It's lingering. So he's out. Michael Hunter is the number 1 contender in the WBA. You know what I'm saying? Even though his last performance was trash when he fought Jerry Forrest, he's still a top heavyweight when he's on his game. So now that leads me to this fight right here. Daniel Dubois versus Michael Hunter. Why not? Daniel Dubois got a fight date coming up November 26th. You got the number 1 contender, Michael Hunter, who is willing to travel. He is willing to go to UK for Huey Fury. Why not go for Daniel Dubois? I know they got different promotion companies. Michael Hunter is with Boxer and Sky Sports. And then you got Dubois with Frank Warren and Queensberry and BT Sport, them guys. But they just did a big interchanging fight, Joe Joyce versus Parker. Those same entities, they got together and made the fight. They can do this one too. So hopefully they get past the line. And plus, and for Dubois' sake, this can speed up the process for him getting the opportunity at Usyk to become his mandatory, because they're supposed to consolidate the WBA belts. So he can get this one out the way. You know what I'm saying? And this is a good fight. This is a winnable fight for both. But, I probably favor Dubois, honestly. I got it based off the last fights I've seen these guys in. And so I think that it kind of like speed up the process for him to he can go ahead and knock out his get through his mandatory, and then he can be the mandatory for Usyk. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see, but hopefully this fight get across the line. This be a hell of a fight. We know Michael Hunter is a giant slayer. He ain't scared to fight. He'll go. I think he fight better against bigger guys, and he'll be the smaller guy in this fight as well. So we'll see if we get over the line. He said, "I hear you, bro. A lot of injuries going around." Yeah, but I think Cordina's must be legit because they took his title. I know other guys get injured and then they get bigger fights. So yeah, we'll see. All right, now we're moving on to some fights that got announced. It may have went over y'all's heads or underneath the radar. We're gonna touch on maybe it's some shit y'all do know, but feel free to tap in. chime in into whatever you guys got, comment wise. It's all good. But Katie Taylor coming back. That's October 29th. She's going to face Karen Carvajal. Now they saying this is, I don't think this is mandatory, but this is basically her, I guess, is a stay busy fight. Carvajal is decent though. She undefeated. She gonna come to fight from Argentina. She tough, but I think it's Katie Taylor all day. Like Katie Taylor ain't losing to, this level. She gonna win these fights. You got Karen Jocko on this card. He's gonna face Peter Dobson. That's a good fight. I talked about Jordan Gill and Kiko. Now Jordan Gill is no, this is featherweight. Zephyr Barrett, my buzz, Zephyr Barrett. He's on another card. But so we'll see. Jordan Gill and Martinez is a good fight. You know what I'm saying? So it's good to see Katie Taylor back. Of course, we want to see her and Amanda Serrano run that shit back again. They had a crazy fight in April. So hopefully they can get that shit across the line sometime next year. So it's good for her to stay active though. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's up. So she'll be back October 29th. You know what I'm saying? King Mitch in the building. What's good with you, bro? Salute. All right. So what else we got? Okay. Keep it moving. So we got another title fight that got announced. This is November the 11th. You got Sunday Evers versus Felix Alvarado, former world champion Felix Alvarado. He just vacated his title in 108. He's moving up to 112. Anybody that's seen Alvarado fight, y'all know he was big for 108. You know what I'm saying? So him moving up makes sense. He had a little tune-up fight, whatever. But now he's going to face Sonny Evers. So I feel is the number one guy at 112. And he's tough to beat. So we got a nice little style matchup. Alvarado is a come-forward guy, not the fastest guy foot-wise, but he's strong as hell. And then you got Sonny Evers, who is a boxer, good switch hitter. Maybe Sonny Evers, I say Sonny Evers is the best switch hitter in boxing. You know what I'm saying? That's my best switch hitter. I mean, he do it so fluently. He just ain't punching like that. But as far as shutting down guys and outboxing them and making them look crazy, that's Sonny Evers. And he defending against some good guys. And this may be his best opponent. You know what I'm saying? Biggest opponent as well. Bigger puncher. So we're going to see what Sonny Evers do. Alvarado got to cut the ring off. Sonny Evers got to box. That's just how it is. He said RIP to Evers. I don't know, bro. We're going to see. If my man Alvarado can't cut the ring off, it's going to be 10 rounds to 2. I'm telling you. If he can cut the ring off and make Sonny sit there and bang, then he got a good opportunity. All right. November the 12th. So we got another good card. You got Tasha Jones versus Marie-Eve Declaire. So women's boxing is crazy. This is a unification at 154. Tasha Jones just fought a unification in September. You know what I'm saying? She unified the WBO and WBC titles versus Patricia Bergault. Beat her pretty easy. Now she's trying to fight Declaire for the IBF. So that's they really pushing her, bro. And time, I think she's 38. So yeah, that's what's up. They need to push that. I think Declaire is like 37, 38 as well. She up there. But it's a pretty good fight. Interesting. Tasha Jones has always been a good boxer puncher. But since moving up to 54, it's like she kind of, I don't know, found her own, I guess. You know what I'm saying? And she punching hard up there. Then you got Declare as a southpaw. Both of them southpaws. Declare's more of a boxer, kind of jittery, you know what I'm saying? Like to throw combination and hug and get up out of there and bounce around the ring. So you'll probably see Jonas coming forward and Declare boxing. You know what I'm saying? But hey, they're gonna set themselves up for a unification and then maybe get Terry Harper for Undisputed. That'd be crazy. She's the WBA champion. Dalton Smith is coming back versus Benjamin. That's a pretty good fight. I like Dalton Smith. He's one of the better prospects in the sport of boxing. You know what I'm saying? He's real nice with it at 140. So look out for that card. That's a decent card right there. It's an I stream reading the scores on Sunday. Oh yes, sir. I think Declare got gonna get beat up and hooked. Yeah, yep. That probably. I mean, we'll see. I think this is a different type of fight for Jonas because the other girls was kind of, I don't know. This one got better movement than her last couple of opponents at 54. So I think it could give us some problems. But Tasha is punching right now. Jones would pressure her. I don't think she hit. No, she don't. Yep, that's a good point. She don't hit that hard. She only got like one knockout, I believe. Maybe, I don't know. She don't got that many knockouts. And Tasha punching. So yeah, that's what's up. I like Tasha Jones. This 154 Tasha Jonas. I like that. All right, so this card the whole card got announced. The main event been announced a couple months ago, but the whole card, you got Montana Love versus Steve Spark. This is 140 pounds, one of the best divisions in boxing. Um, that fight right there, not to get into it too deep, but Spark is a good puncher. I think his only loss was to Tim Tszyu when he had to jump up 2 weight classes and got stopped. He can punch a little bit. He's from Australia. And then Montana Love, you know what I'm saying, good boxer, slick with it, he got good hand speed and stuff like that. So this show is for him. It's in Cleveland. You got Richardson Hitchens. He just joined the card. He just signed with Matchroom. I think it's a hell of a move. A great move, in my opinion. Gonna keep him active. And after this fight with Alamo, he gonna get the winner between Love and Spark. So he right there in the mix. So he need to stay active, and he got a regional belt on the line. You got Ray Ford versus Sakurai Lucas. This is a good ass fight right here. This fight right here gonna test Ray Ford. It's a fight he need. You know what I'm saying? It's a fight he need because Sakurai Lucas is a big, strong guy at 126. He gave King Tug a hell of a fight on the Gary Russell, Mark Marcelo undercard. He gonna come for it. You know what I'm saying? He gonna try to fight and try to win. And Ray Ford, he's a good prospect. I think he's a contender now. Shit, gotta be a French contender. He kind of crossed that path from a prospect to a contender. And he got both of these guys is Ray. I think Ray Ford is like number 7 in the WBA, some shit like that. And Lucas is 15. So that's a good fight right there. It's a good progression fight for his career as he moves forward. And then you got Christian Tapia versus Thomas Batiste. That's at 140. That's another tricky fight, yo. Tapia is a puncher from Puerto Rico. You know what I'm saying? He get you up out of there. Good body puncher. He's strong. He's solid. Batiste is a good boxer, long and rangy. Sometimes his thing, he lose focus in fights. We see him in show box. He'll box well for 4 rounds, but then he'll have like the next 3 rounds, he don't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. But that's a good card, man. Good card right there to start off. Should be some more fights to get added on to it, but I'm with it. You know what I'm saying? I want to see Richardson Hitchens come back, see how he look. He said she has 0 kills. There you go. So yeah, the power. Yeah. She don't got that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, she scored 1 versus the girl Cynthia Lozado. Okay, her last fight. Yeah, I seen that fight. Yeah. That was on the card of Brother BF and Marcus Brown. I'd take Hitchison over Love. Yeah. I mean, that's a good fight. I like Hitchison too in that fight when it happened. That fight can be boring too when I'm thinking about it. But it could be some good tactical stuff going on. I think Hitchison is more basic and more fundamentally sound, honestly. He said, okay, to see, yeah, good to see Ford in real test. Yeah, he been tested though. Edward Vasquez tested him. He got a little, well, not so much in his last fight, but it's a couple of fights where he could have lost those. But that Vasquez fight, that was a good test. I'm hearing Zepeda Regis more likely. Yep. We're gonna get on that for sure. That's coming. Then Marcelo lose his belt, his first title defense. Oh, I'm tripping. Yeah, he did. Yep, he might fight for the vacant title now at 126. Probably against Brandon Figueroa if it happened like that. All right, moving forward. So, hey, November 12th gonna be crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's all these cards. The last 3 cards is on November 12th, and this one right here too. You got Janibek coming back, making his first title defense of his WBO middleweight title versus Denzel Bentley. I mean, listen, Denzel Bentley is a good domestic fighter in the UK. I'm not sure if he's world level. I think Janibek is world level, and that's going to be a difference. But, my man Bentley is athletic. He can box a little bit. We'll see. We'll see. I think Janibek should be able to win this fight. And, it's funny that, they calling Janibek the boogeyman. He's facing similar opponents that Andre had to face. You know what I'm saying? It's funny. But looking at his WBO rankings, that this is probably the best available guy. But the good thing about Bentley, he just fought, so he should be pretty much in shape. These UK guys is not elite. They don't travel well. Like, they don't. So we'll see. I don't think he's going to travel well either. So this November the 12th, you got Seniesa Estrada on the card. She's facing her mandatory WBA gold champion, Villarino. So this is a fight where Seniesa about to shine. This is a welcome to top rank fight. I think she got bigger fish to fry. After this, maybe Kim Cavell get the winner of Kim Cavell. She got a unification coming up December the 1st. Um, Yoka Valley, that's the fight I want at 105. That's gonna be crazy. Um, Tina Rumford, that's the WBA, WBC champion. So at 105, so she haven't collected all the belts yet. So this is a welcome to top rank fight. You know, Seniesa is one of the best women's fighters in the sport of boxing, talent wise, and she probably pound for pound too. So it's good to see her back. She's been out the ring for almost a year. That's crazy. So that's December the 12th. That's a good day of boxing right there. Pac-Man, Sean Gibbons. Yeah, they would. Yep, for sure. Yep, for sure. That's why I'm saying Triple G can sign a deal like that with PBC, where he get some of his fighters like Ali Akhmadov, who just beat Gabe Rosado, get him some fights. You know what I'm saying? Because when Pacquiao signed that deal, he signed that deal for his promotion company. Pitbull Cruz fight every month, damn near. You know what I'm saying? All his guys, Marlon Tapales, he just got an opportunity against MJ. So yeah, they gonna get him. They gonna show him some love for sure. Speaking of Andre, man, yeah, I don't know, bro. I mean, he got something cooking though. He got something cooking. You know what I'm saying? And it should be something good too. So I ain't gonna speak on it too much, but he got something cooking. You know what I'm saying? What's next for Andre? Yeah, he got something cooking. He got something cooking. I ain't gonna say nothing though. I'm gonna let y'all figure it out and let y'all see it. You know what I'm saying? But he got something cooking. Yes, sir. We're gonna see. The whole shit make him look crazy though. I will say that. All right, moving on to this one. Zepeda versus Prograis, November 26th. Looking like Carson California, like my man said. This is a hell of a fight. Vacant WBC title at 140. I love the fight. You know what I'm saying? Zepeda is a counter puncher, power counter puncher. You got Prograis can do it all. He can box, he can bang, um, good body puncher. You know, this is a good fight right here. This is a good fight. So we'll see. Hopefully we'll get a network, probably on Fight TV or some shit like that, or some off the wall, pay-per-view. It's gonna be on pay-per-view. Charles Conwell is gonna be on this undercard. So if anybody rocking with Charles Conwell like that, feel free to tap in. He's gonna be on this card. I think he's gonna have a good fight. Um, Hannah Gabriels may be on this card too. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all guys fan of women's boxing, you might see her on there. So we'll see what type of card they put together, and hopefully they can announce it officially. But yeah, this main event is crazy. I like it. That's a big domino. So any word on Mason's next fight? Mason Abdullah Mason. Abdullah Mason come back on Lomachenko on the card. That's what you're talking about. Abdullah Mason. PBC will throw Triple G a nice bag. Yeah, they'll give him some good shit. Maybe they believe in his ability to generate money, unlike Crawford. Yeah, they're probably. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. You know what I'm saying? He said, "Did you hear about Buddy Harrison?" Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, yeah, I heard about that. That's crazy. Yeah, Dusty's pops. Yeah, Andre wouldn't find none of us. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's crazy. Man, I don't know. I don't know what Andre really doing, but I know, you know, he's trying to get a big fight. We'll see. But this one right here, though, this one gonna be crazy though, and it's a lot of dominoes at 140 because that division is crazy. All right, here's another card. This one been announced, the top of this year, the top of this month, but Estrada versus Chocolotito 3. That's a crazy fight. I've been wanting to see the third fight for a long time. Um, they're gonna do this in Arizona now. It was gonna be in San Antonio, but they switched it. So this is a big time fight. These guys is probably future Hall of Famers and stuff. And every time they fight, it make for good action packed fights. So we're gonna see. We got a co-main and we got Martinez versus Arroyo too. So this fight, this shit been crazy. I think this fight is kind of cursed. There's a lot of postponements and cancellations and shit. They actually fought one time though. It only lasts 2 rounds. It was from ahead, but it was starting off be crazy because in the first round, Arroyo dropped Martinez, and Martinez came back and dropped him. And he dropped him in the second round. Then it was a head clash, and they stopped the fight. So hopefully these guys can make it to the fight. You know what I'm saying? Martinez, he's been struggling to make the weight. He fought Chocolotito this year. We forget about that fight. Chocolotito took him to school this year. You know what I'm saying? He took him to school. We got to see where his confidence is at. And he missed weight, and he moved up in weight and missed weight for that fight. So I don't know. We'll see, man. Hopefully he make the weight, defend his titles, because he got some smoke. He got bread on the table at 112 pounds to make. He can fight Ben Rodriguez. He can fight Sonny Everett, the winner between Sonny Everett and Felix Alvarado. You know what I'm saying? There's some stuff that he can do. He just, I don't know if he's disciplined enough. So we'll see. But that's a good card, though. So far, so good. They're going to add more to that, though. Isn't there more than those Freshmart guys sometimes? Yeah, it's more of them guys. The one they call TBE, he out there. You got the WBC champion out there. It's a lot of them guys, man. There's a lot of them guys that can fight. My first time watching him against Robar. Yeah, Robar, he fighting this weekend, right? Yeah. I'm going to that card though, the front door card. I see Oscar Valdez wanting to fight for one of Shakur old belts. Yeah, I mean it's a tricky situation with Oscar Valdez because he told the WBO that he's injured. You know what I'm saying? He told him that he's injured. I know the WBO had a rule that you can't fight for a vacant title if you're coming off a loss. That's what happened with Gabe Rosado. He was trying to fight Billy Joe on the undercard of Logan Paul and KSI. That's a card Devin Haney fought Alfredo Santiago on the zone. He couldn't get that fight because he come off a loss with Selecki. So I don't know if they're gonna keep that rule intact for Valdez. You know, I know he with Bob Arum and Top Rank. So we'll see. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of shit can go for that WBO belt. I can see Archie Sharp fighting Valdez. I can see Archie Sharp fighting Navarrete. I can see another contender moving up. You know what I'm saying? They got high ranking fighting for the vacant title. I can see a lot of scenarios. So we'll have to see. They got that WBO convention coming up at the end of the month. So that's where they're going to sort out all the rankings and the mandatories and all that shit. So should be hearing something. They're determined to get. Yeah, they are, man. Man, that fight been postponed. I don't know how many times. Hopefully it happens. I know it, bro. Sucks because I want a Sonny fight. Yeah, Sonny. Yep. He probably still can get it. He came right out the bushes in a hurry. Yes, sir. What's up with Spar Gangster? I don't know. I thought he was coming back September the 30th. Then it got pushed back. I know he signed with Julene. Julene used to work with Top Rank. I mean, not Top Rank, Matchroom. Damn, not Matchroom either. Main Events, my bad. She used to be the matchmaker for Main Events. Now she got her own management company. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on with her. I always said Brian Norman Jr. is like Paul Bunyan. I hear tall tales and shit. He's 17 feet tall. He got punching power of 10 men, and then that's why I don't get to see none of his fights. So I don't know. But I would hopefully he come back to the ring. He down with Eddie as a full-time coach out here. Okay, that's cool. I know Eddie was a cut man if his dad was training him. So who's fighting for the third vacant belts at 140? So you only got 2 vacant belts at 140 right now. Player already fought for one and beat Akhmadiev for the WBA. So that leaves the IBF. That's Matisse versus Ponce. That fight supposed to get rescheduled. It's done. They're just trying to find a date for that. And we got to get Ponce his visa issue straight. And then you got the WBC. Prograis versus Zepeda. He said, I hope to get Matisse. Yeah. Man, that fight. Yeah, I mean, Ponce didn't have his visa, man. That shit's crazy. I really like Ray. Hopefully, Eddie can level him up. Yeah, we'll see, man. He said Taylor has 2 belts. Nah, Taylor got 1 belt, the WBO. He vacated the rest of them joints, so he may be vacating that WBO pretty soon too. He mess around and see Teofimo Lopez fight for one of them joints, fight for that joint. So we'll see. And we got another one. Last card they got announced. You got Josh Warrington versus Luis Alberto Lopez. This is the IBF mandatory right here for Josh Warrington. This is a tough fight, man. Lopez is tricky, in and out. He's like Mauricio Lara, but he got more skills. He got more versatility. Hell of a body puncher. He's on a hot streak. You know what I'm saying? He lost to Ruben Villa, but after that, man, he been beating up everybody. He beat up Gabe Flores. Um, yeah, he nice with it. He went to the UK and stopped Isaac Lowe. Like he all right now. He coming to his own. And Josh Warrington, we gotta look at it. You got one guy coming up, one guy going down. Josh Warrington coming off a hell of a fight with Kiko, but he took a lot of punishment. He broke his hand, he broke his jaw. He been out the ring since then. You know what I'm saying? So and he's fighting this guy that already I think he had like 2 or 3 fights in between. Top rank kept him busy, which was smart, kept him sharp. Now he coming to this fight. Oh man. Everything is pointing towards Luis Alberto Lopez winning this fight. But we'll see. Josh, he gotta come to the UK and get the belt though. That's a tough home crowd, you know what I'm saying? Leeds, England. They're gonna be rocking and rolling for Josh Warrington. So we'll see. On that undercard, you got a good women's title fight. Ebony Bridges versus Shannon O'Connor for the IBF. This is a mandatory fight as well. Both ladies from Australia. O'Connor is a former world champion. She's been around for a minute, and she can fight though. You know what I'm saying? She's a veteran. And then Ebony Bridges, she's coming to her own too. Just won a world title. She's nice with it too. She can bang. She made for good, fun fights. You know what I'm saying? Of course, she gonna sell the fight. You know what I'm saying, with her looks and her body and shit like that. But she, you know what I'm saying, she actually coming to her own as a boxer. So we're gonna see, man. We're gonna see. He said, Joseph Brown said, salute to you, bro. What's good with you? He said, hold on, let me get to it. All these purse bids are hurting the fighters. Triller ain't around to trick it off now. It ain't really hurting the fighters, really. I don't think so. Triller got in the game without really consulting with people. If they would have came in correct, they could have got that shit going. They out the game, ain't they? No, they got a fight card coming up. I think October sometime. The Sons of the Legends, Tommy Morrison's sons. But yeah, I think purse bids are good because it forced rival promoters to deal with each other. You know what I'm saying? It forced these guys to stay active if they implement that shit right. So I kind of like it. Oh yeah, he loyal to Chocolotito. Yeah. Well, we'll see, man. Hopefully, my man can bring something to the table for sure. So yeah, that's what it is, though. So we ran through some shit. I got a couple of minutes for some questions. You know what I'm saying? If you guys got any questions about any boxing shit, if not, I'm gonna close it down. But yeah, it's a lot of shit popping off in boxing, and it's not the tabloid shit either. Y'all ain't gonna catch that over here. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna go back and forth with stuff that's supposed to be done and not done and hearsay. We're just gonna talk about what's coming. Some purse bids, some ordered fights. That's what I tapped on in this video right here. I'm gonna leave some timestamps in the description box so you guys can go to it if you guys, forgot anything or want to use it. Y'all feel free to use that shit, man. If y'all got content y'all want to use it, feel free. You know what I'm saying? It's just a big ass sucker out here. Whoever need it, let me know. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Jojo Zepeda. I like Jojo in the fight. I like Jojo. I think Jojo gonna win it. I think his experience gonna be key. I think he'll be able to. I think he gotta use his legs though. He can't sit there with Zepeda all night, even though he like to do that. I like to see him box and mix it up. I like him. Zepeda ain't been looking good his last couple fights, and JoJo coming off a loss and stuff like that. And JoJo really didn't have a good year either. He lost his belt on the scales, and he lost to Devin. Well, he beat Fortuna, but he lost to Devin Haney. So I'm gonna ride with JoJo. Why hasn't Anthony Pearson ever fought for a world title, man? I do not know. I know he like 30, 39-1, 40-1. I don't know. I feel like after the Rios fight, he kind of fell off, and he still had the opportunity to fight for a world title. For he turned down something. I can't remember off top, but yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. I got JoJo. He said, I like the idea of press bid, but not every fight benefits. It's like the promoters agree that they're not rocking with some fights like Andre and Parker. But the first time they bid 1.8, you know what I'm saying? And Andre was gonna get 60% of that. You know what I'm saying? He's the one pulled out the fight with injury, quote unquote. So what happened with that? Matchroom bid for the fight. It was his last fight with Matchroom. So Matchroom had to bid on that fight to keep their agreement. They bid on the fight, they lost it. So, you know, they was gonna co-promote with it. No, they wasn't gonna co-promote. So once Andre pulled out the fight, his contract with Matchroom was terminated. He did that. He had rotator cuff surgery. Or I don't know if he had surgery. I don't even know what happened to his shoulder. But he came back pretty quick though, because they put him in negotiations with Janibek again. You know what I'm saying? So that shit's probably his fault. He's the one lost out on all that bread. That's him. You know what I'm saying? If he was really hurt, he really hurt. But 1.8, that's crazy. 1.8 to 305K. I think that's crazy. I think Zepeda takes him out quick. JoJo struggled with pressure fighters. Yeah, Rakhimov. I don't know about quick though. I don't know about quick. He may wear him down over time, but I don't see nobody running through JoJo. I just don't see it. And it looked like my man had problems with pressure fighters too, with Rene Alvarado. Rene Alvarado was giving him smoke last time. I mean, I don't know. I kind of like JoJo, but we'll see. Definitely the pressure is gonna be at an all time high for JoJo. He's gonna something he got to deal with. That's why I like him to use his boxing a little bit if he's willing to do it. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's a good fight though. It's a good fight. It can go either way for sure. It can go either way. He said, "Great show as always." Man, I appreciate that, bro, for sure. He said, "Andre on some Dan Stroller shit." Probably, man. It's his pops and his manager. Those guys. I don't know if they're overthinking themselves, but I don't know. I don't know, bro. He said, "I hear you, bro." That's a good ass fight. That's one of the fights I'm looking forward to. Like I said, I said on my other live, October is a hell of a month. It's gonna get started this weekend, but then the 15th is crazy. You know what I'm saying? We got Leon Paro versus Brock Jarvis. That's on the zone. That's gonna be early in the morning. Then you got Carissa Shields, Savannah Marshall, Michaela Mayer versus Alicia Baumgartner. That fight got rescheduled. That shit came back quick. You got the Wilder card pay per view. You know what I'm saying? And then you got Haney versus Cambosos. So the 15th is crazy. The 22nd, I don't think it's none on the 22nd right now. I think the zone won't have a card for Mexico. And then the 29th, you got Lomachenko. He's coming back. You know what I'm saying? You got Zepeda and JoJo. Shit. November is going to be nice. I mean, October is nice for boxing fans. I think they will go the distance. JoJo doesn't fold or will. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. You know what I'm saying? He said, I appreciate the content, bro. Hey, no doubt, bro. Appreciate you for coming through for sure. I got Mayor B. Baumgartner. Me too. hmm I think it's going to be tricky because Baumgartner can box. She got a nice rhythm with her, and she's going to be trying to walk Michaela into some shots. I think Michaela going to outwork her down the stretch. I think she's going to outwork her down the stretch and win a tight decision. But that's a good fight, man. That's another good fight I'm looking forward to. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of fights to talk about. He said, I think we'll get Rakhimov versus Barrett. I think we'll get on that card. If they strip him of the title, if they strip Cordina on the title, and Barrett's supposed to have been on that undercard too. He's supposed to fight. Damn, I forgot who he's supposed to fight. Some European cat. So, hey, why not just move him up? You know what I'm saying? Let him fight for the vacant title. That's what, that's what I think gonna happen. 1 versus 2. You haven't got to order the fight. Those guys was already scheduled to fight. They in training camp. They was on the same card. All you gotta do is just say, "All right, Barrett, you fight for the world title." So he number 2, so he know that was gonna come eventually. I definitely got Gwoke beating Savannah Marshall. Yeah, I do too. I think it's gonna. I'm telling you, I think it's gonna be easier than what everybody thinking. Um, Carissa Shields does well with tall girls. She fought a lot of girls in the amateur that was 6'3", 6'4" when she was a teenager and shit. She know how to deal with that shit. You know, Savannah Marshall can punch, but I feel like Carissa gonna like. I think her speed gonna be the difference. I think she may be hesitant the first couple of rounds, but it's gonna get to a point where she's gonna start coming forward and being the aggressive fighter. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. Said Quote battle whoop fire fire Bill Marshall. Fire Marshall Bill. Quote battle whoop fire Marshall Bill. Yeah, I think she will. You know what I'm saying? We'll see. I just feel like they they overhyping Savannah a little bit too much. They said she's the best women's puncher ever and all this shit and all that. Man, it's like they saying that she can hit Carissa with that shit. Like they never seen Carissa fight. That's just crazy. I'm trying to take some bets, man. They be hiding, but that's a good fight. I'm looking forward to that. Um, man, there's some fights that supposed to be announced too. I'll probably talk about it once it get announced. Marshall get outboxed easy in my opinion. That's what I'm saying. Um, I think if she go back to using her jab and boxing like how she was fighting in the amateurs, I think she'll have more success the way she fighting now. She's sitting, her feet slow. You know what I'm saying? She trying to load up on everything. She ain't trying to load up on everything, but she kind of holding her ground. I don't know. Man, I hope Ortiz take out Loma. I don't know, man. I don't know if he gonna do it. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if he gonna do it. And the reason why I say that is because one, the top rank picked that guy for a reason. Like top rank ain't bringing him back against. You know what I'm saying? They know what they're doing. And two, Ortiz struggled to make 135. You know what I'm saying? He been struggling to make 135. And they say he got with a new strength and conditioning coach, with Boost strength and conditioning coach. I don't know if that's gonna make a difference, but I know he been struggling to make 135. And Lomachenko had him in camp with him before, so he know what he brings to the table. I don't think he do nothing crazy that's going to, I don't know. I really don't see how he win unless he hit him with a big shot and hurt him. But other than that, I think Lomachenko going to end up. I don't know. I think Lomachenko going to outclass him. Honestly, that's what I see. But we'll see. He said, "Why in the world Savannah popping up on the pound for pound list?" I don't know, man. That's a propaganda shit. Propaganda. I don't know. At least the world get proper credit for this one. Yeah, I hope so. They're gonna detract that shit. That one KO Aaron Wolf over Von der War. Yeah, that was crazy. Yeah, that was crazy. If he's struggling to make the weight, then Loma likely get a corner stoppage. Maybe. I seen him at the weigh-in against Jamel Herring. He looked like he didn't want to make the weight. I was at that fight too. I like him though as a fighter. He's a good athletic fighter in and out. He can switch a little bit. I like him. I like him as a fighter. I just don't know if he beat Lomachenko. I'm just saying. I don't know if he. I don't know. I don't picture him beating Lomachenko. I picture Devin Haney, Shakur, Tank, even maybe even Ryan. But I don't picture him winning. I think he need more. He got to bring more to the table to beat Lomachenko. Maybe he got it. We're gonna see. Yeah, top rank. Yeah, they got the best matchmakers in the game. That's how they. That's how they build up their young guys and stuff. And those guys can get past that. Shit, that lets you know because sometimes they gonna match make you real light. Then they gonna step you up. You know what I'm saying? If you can get past that, they're gonna keep stepping you up. But they got big money on this fight right here, so it's setting up for Haney versus Lomachenko. Haney got to do his business. Then 2 weeks later, you got to look at how they line that shit up. Haney fighting the 15th, Lomachenko the 29th in New York. So if Haney win, he'll probably be in New York trying to sell that fight with Lomachenko. You know what I'm saying? That's a big. They want that fight. That's the reason why they signed Devin Haney. That's the reason why Lomachenko came back. And I think it's good matchmaking by fighting a guy with an athletic guy similar to Devin Haney. Not the same thing, but similar. A guy that got good athletic ability, can move around, you know what I'm saying? Got good punches and shit, good counter puncher. I thought they was gonna give him Nakathia. Nakathia is a big, long range puncher, power puncher, one dimensional. That don't really get you ready for Devin Haney. But I think Ortiz gets you ready more for Devin Haney than Nakathia do, in my opinion. He said, "Yeah, it would be hard not to give Shiz credit after hyping her up." Yeah, I think she's gonna do her thing. Golden Boy has the best matchmakers too. No, Golden Boy has the best matchmakers though. They making guys look exceptional. Yeah, Jaime Munguia didn't look exceptional in his last fight. But look though, they don't look. They ain't give JoJo no favors. JoJo ran through at 26. He beat all their guys. What's his name? Conseca. No, what's his name? Andrew Cancia. I forgot his name. He beat him. He beat Rene Alvarado. He beat basically wiped out their whole stable. You know what I'm saying? JoJo don't get no handouts. That's about the only one. Is it true PBC doesn't use matchmakers? Yeah, they do. They use matchmakers. Samson is a matchmaker. TGB, Tom Brown's a matchmaker. The Warriors boxing guy. He's a matchmaker. He had fights in Minnesota and Florida. Uh, Kaufman, King's Promotion. He got Rais Salim. They pick the fights. You know what I'm saying? They pick who they want to fight like that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they got matchmakers, but it's not set up like how Top Ranks is or Golden Boy. You know what I'm saying? They don't per se have like a guy designated to do that. You know what I'm saying? They just have like the promoter, whoever the promoter is, they be in charge of making the fight. That's why you see Samson Lickowitz fighters all over the card. You know what I'm saying? Sean Gibbons fighters. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they got matchmakers. Very few fighters can beat Loma, and Ortiz ain't one of them. That's my opinion too. Yeah, I don't think Ortiz winning. I just wish. Okay, he want to get Lomachenko out the way. But Loma gonna be hard to beat. He said, like, yeah, Ryan Virgil Ortiz ain't fighting nobody. I think Mean Machine was a good fight for him. Michael McKinson was a good fight too. It's just if people don't know who he is, that's not his fault. You know what I'm saying? Mo Hooker at the time. Like those are decent. Like real talk, that just tells you how really good the welterweight division really is. And people, you just see people at the top, but it's not as deep as you think because look at Boots' opponents. I mean, it's basically the same shit. So I don't know. Coming up, Earl Spence ain't fighting the tough guys like that coming up until he got the title. You know what I'm saying? So it just depends how you look at it. He said, LW, you see where Berlinga talking about he want Munguia. I think that's a bad idea. I like that fight shit. I like it. He been calling out John Ryder too. But he's suspended though, so he just until he come off his suspension December the 11th, it's just clout chasing. You know what I'm saying? So I don't read into it too much. We'll see when he come out, he gonna have that same energy. Of course, PBC use matchmakers. Yeah, they use it by their promoters and shit. Too many UK fighters are on camera picking Marshall to beat Shields. They gotta give her credit when she win. Yeah, they do. Yeah, a lot of that shit is because they want to see Carissa lose. They want to see her lose. That's why. We'll see though. We'll see. I think she's gonna wash her though. PBC definitely has matchmaking solid ones too. Just don't fight on short notice. They be finding live dogs for real. Yeah, they always got somebody in the bullpen, as you say. You know what I'm saying? If you ever pay attention to the undercards, there's always somebody on the undercard they can fill in. Like Wilder's card, you see if Helenius fall out, guess who's gonna take the spot? You know what I'm saying? Guess who's gonna take the spot? You got Frank Sanchez up under there. So yeah. They always normally have good replacements. Apparently, Al's a matchmaker too. Some fighters have Some fighters have said whoever Al says, yeah, maybe. You know what I'm saying? I think maybe got the final say, or be like, I don't know, or yeah, let's do that, or whatever. So we'll see. I got Munguia possibly stopping Berlanga. I don't. I think that fight. I think that's a good fight. I think it's a 50-50 fight, honestly. At 68, that's a 50-50 fight. But Munguia ain't he alright at 68. You know what I'm saying? He still got to worry about the power of Berlanga. Like, I don't know if he's stopping him. I think it'd be a good fight. You know what I'm saying? He probably can win the fight for sure, but we'll see. I like to see that fight. Honestly, both those guys is young guys. Munguia seems like he been around forever, but he's like 26. So I like to see it. I like to fight for Munguia, but yes, you're right. He barking. Yeah. I want to see what's gonna happen after he get out the suspension. I think she beats her like she beat Hammer. I think so too. I think the only thing I just think she's gonna be hesitant early. That's all. Because I think the power. I think the power got to be real, right? You got to respect it as it's real. So I think she'll be hesitant early. Hammer was solid. Yeah, I like Hammer. I want to see Hammer versus Franchon Cruz. Deserve undisputed. Who's your favorite promotion company to watch? I don't got none, bro. I watch them all. I don't really do that though. The favorite promotional company, you know, I don't really do that because I like boxing the same. So no matter who putting it on and stuff like that, I really don't care. You know what I'm saying? I can't really say that. You know what I'm saying? I have spoken to people like been like on the inside shit and some people on PBC I get along with more than I do top rank, but that don't mean I don't like top rank any less or more, you know what I'm saying? However. So I really can't say. Just not big on Belinga. Just not a big Belinga guy yet. Munguia has a solid chin too. Yeah, he do got a solid chin. Yeah, Munguia, I like Munguia. Munguia is one of the best offensive fighters we got in boxing. He is. I asked Ronnie Shields if he was Charlo's matchmaker. He said no. I think he got a little aggravated with the question. I mean, I think he has say like when guys get presented to him, he'll probably be like, "All right, nah, I'll take this one." Or they'll ask him. He'll get input. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. Now Marshall tougher than Hammer. Hammer only got a jab. Yeah, that is true. Marshall do. Yeah, that is true. I just think similar, like far as like the speed and how she's not gonna be quick enough to counter Carissa and stuff. But yeah, I think she got better array of punches though, so I agree with that. You know what I'm saying? I agree with that. I just think like the style on how Carissa beat her is what probably that's what I'm thinking about. But we'll see. He said me either L Dub. I may prefer the production better on certain networks, but I'm not a fan. Yeah, I'm not. Nah, I don't really get into that shit. That promoting shit, or he had to go sign with PBC, or he should go top rank. I would say that if you at 140 and you looking to contend and you're a free agent, I'd be like, bro, you need to go top rank if you want that big whatever. If you want the I think they got the more fighters. Now I might say you can go to PBC. They start put this stuff in position. So I really can't say. I just base it off the division, but that don't mean I like PBC more than top rank. It's just about the division and what's hot at the time. He fights a lot of smaller guys. That's true. That can be a difference too in that fight. This probably be the biggest guy he fought. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he said right, L Dub. I have heard him say talk to Al about an opponent, and also flat out said who Charlo won't be fighting. Yeah. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know, man. I guess it all depends on who they. I don't know. I think that right there kind of messed up the like the fighter's kind of reputation when your trainer's saying, "Oh, he's not gonna ever fight this guy ever again." That's crazy. He said, "True, but the jab is what troubles growth. Not all those. Yeah. She. I mean, we'll see though. That's why I say I like Savannah Marshall when she like being the boxer. Like when she be swinging her arms and shit, like David Hay used to do. I think she can get caught with some shit. He said Al has matchmakers. Yeah, I think all of them do, especially inside that promotional company. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see, man. Yo, y'all should be hearing something about David Morrell coming up real soon. Um, I think he got the mandatory coming up, the kid from Kazakhstan. Adios Yasbanuli, some shit like that. Look it up. He fought. They got a common opponent, Lennox Allen. If you want to go check it out, they both fought Lennox Allen. The Adios kid stopped him in 10 rounds, and Morrell went to 12-round distance with him. So that fight supposed to get announced for November the 5th in Minnesota on PBC. You know what I'm saying? He said he stopped Allen. Yeah, Adios stopped Allen in the 10th round. The right hand down the pipe. I remember watching that show on stream. So yeah. Yep. So that's one of the cards that should be announced pretty soon. And then yeah. I would tell y'all look off for PBC schedule, but I don't know, man. I want to see. I know PBC got fights that they working on. I know that. But dates and shit, I don't know how they gonna do it. We just have to sit back and see. Um So I don't care about promoters either. I want the best fights, and while I have my fights, I want to see if two random people fighting in the street. I'm sorry. Yeah, me too, bro. Yeah, that's how I am with boxing. Though I don't really care about the promoters and shit. I just want them to make an effort to make the big fights. You know what I'm saying? I saw that Allen fight. He looked gassed out. Which one? Which fight? The Morrell fought Allen or Adios fought Allen? Which one? Elder, what sanctioned body do you favor? Really, none. I mean, let me say the one. I think the best one is the WBO now. The one they got the one that I like to do videos on the most is the WBA because they always bring us some shit. I just like picking shit apart, but probably WBO probably the best. Real talk. IBF is good. They used to go by their rules, but it's they ain't 1 through 15. Their rankings ain't always that tough, and them having one and number two vacant. I don't understand that in some station in some divisions they should rank everybody 1 through 15. They'll have one vacant and two vacant if you ain't win or eliminated. So, but I don't favor one. Like if I see somebody fighting for the WBO, I ain't like I'm gonna tune in. I just like how they doing a little bit. I like how they push to make the Bud and Porter fight, and they push to make certain fights and shit. I like that. I mistyped the question. I meant to ask, what smaller promotion companies would you recommend to watch that don't get credit they deserve? I think Thompson Boxing. They normally have regular shows. I like them. I like King's Promotion out in Pennsylvania. They have regular shows. Um, I like this Australian promotion company, No Limit. They got a card this weekend with Egerton and Dennis Hogan. That's promoters of Tim Zoo. I like them. You know what I'm saying? I like them. The Adios one. Yeah. Yeah, that was I remember that fight. He was getting tired. He kept throwing the right hand and shit. He said IBO. Yo, IBO, like what weekend was it? The IBO had like 3 titles on the line one weekend. The 24th. You had Hannah Rankin versus Terry Harper. That was a WBA and IBO. You had Maxie Hughes versus Kid Galahad. That was an IBO. You had Amanda Serrano defend her IBO title versus Sarah Mafu, and then the other title she did. Man, yeah, they starting to fight for the IBO. I think Jazzy Dixon about to fight for one. Tim Kazoo still funny. Tim Zoo. Yeah, Tim Zoo, man. He got that fight. January 28th, MGM Grand. Go ahead and book your tickets and shit. You trying to go see that. You know what I'm saying? They already got the venue. What belt do y'all think look the best? Honestly, I like the WBA though. I like that crown shit. But, you know, they be on some other shit with their sanctioned body. The women's belt dope too. That I like that blue IBF though. You know what I'm saying? That blue IBF, alright. So yeah. I'm just waiting to see. It's gonna be more news. It's a lot of shit behind the scenes that's popping off. I can't remember all that shit right now, but it's a lot of shit. Um, I'm trying to think. I know PBC working on some fights, yo, and it's like I don't know. We'll see. I think a lot of stuff gonna start opening up. That's why I think more than just getting the fight with Bud and Crawford. The reason why I really I want the fight to watch it and shit, of course. But I also knew once the fight happened, it starts a domino effect where they can start opening up more shit for other fighters. Because PBC really don't. Their fighters not as active. They're not active like that. And a lot of people that trying to fight on that card, they kind of at stalemate because they waiting for the announcement. You know what I'm saying? But it's fights that's already done behind the scenes. This guy get them across the line. Two of them on special belts to be solid too. Yeah, I ain't like that either. Some of them be alright. You know what I'm saying? Like a little trophy, something like that. Can't nothing really move at 47 until they work out. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, can't really do nothing. Yep, they can't do shit. They can't do nothing really. I mean, we'll see, man. We'll see what happens, but it's a lot of shit popping out. Y'all stay tuned. Some of those WC belts be super goofy, yeah. It's all good. But yeah, I want to salute everybody coming through, man. I'm about to close it down. I appreciate everybody questions and y'all guys rocking with me and shit. It's all good. Feel free to tap in behind the scenes if you guys got any questions and stuff like that. You can follow me on my social media, Twitter at OverJ, Instagram Does Boxing, and of course you can come to the if you can't reach me on there, hit me up in the comment section. You know what I'm saying? I normally check my shit, and if you guys drop something, you got a question or whatever behind the scenes that it don't gotta be on topic. I ain't one of those that if I'm on one topic and you change the subject, I can roll with the punches. So feel free, yo, for sure. Feel free to tap in. I welcome that shit. He said everyone stand around waiting. Yeah, that's for sure. Yes, sir. Salute to you, bro. Can the best version of Josh Taylor beat Victor Ortiz? Woo. I think so. I think the best version can beat him because the best version of Josh Taylor is a boxer that can box from the outside and he can counterpunch like how he was doing with Jose Ramirez, and he can find the inside. He can switch shit too if he really on his game and shit. So I think he would give Virgil T some issues with his size and reach. He's still bigger than him. You know what I'm saying? So I think he could the best version of him. We have to see how he look at 147. You know what I'm saying? If he can fill into the weight and then bring up his respectable power, I think he can do some. I think he can beat Virgil Ortiz. Honestly, that's a good question, bro. Got to think about that some more. But I think he would. Yes, sir. So I want to salute everybody once again. Thank you guys for coming out. That's my time, and I'm out.